Hey guys, this is my client Amanda's post-quarantine transformation. We've been doing all different kinds of rainbows for over a year now, so it's always so much fun when she comes in. She fully trusts me, so she always gives me the freedom to create whatever I want, and she tells me that I'm her dream hairdresser, which is just so cute and I love her. Keep in mind that this is the first time I ever met her. I'd never done her hair before this point, and this is her most recent hair color. Gorge. So anyway, after waiting almost all of 2020 to recolor her hair, she was ready to do something crazier than we'd ever done before, and so was I. So we decided on a holographic rainbow with a deep purple root falling over her purple to smoky lavender ombre underneath. The reason we're able to continuously lighten Amanda's hair while still growing it out is because of how well she takes care of it in between sessions. Also, I just want to say thank you guys so much for over 2,000 followers and over 500,000 views. You have no idea how much the love and support means to me. This project was seriously one of those trust the process type jobs where we really just worked with what the hair was able to do while still remaining healthy. She had almost a navy blue on her end, so the first thing I had to do was remove the pigment as much as I could without using bleach. We used Pope Riot color remover. We were left with this teal color, which I'll continue to work on later on, but first I had to lighten the rest of her hair where I knew for sure we'd be able to deposit pink. After allowing the color to process, I removed the foils and mixed up Magma Stroke 44, which is a pinkish red bleach with only 10 volume developer to try to lift out the blue as much as possible. As you can see, it actually kicked a lot of the blue and left us with this cotton candy-like color scheme on the ends, which we were so excited about. We knew then we'd be able to see pink throughout all the hair. We trimmed her ends and then applied Pravana Magenta Pink mixed with Neon Pink from roots to ends to give us a dimensional blended pink to magenta ombre. I also added Brazilian Bond Builder, and her hair felt so shiny and healthy even after all this processing, and she loved her new color. These clients are always so much fun. I've been doing their hair for about 2 years now, and they always come in together. We usually lighten the ends of their hair and apply a bright color on top. Since they both have such curly hair, I lighten it while it's wet at the sink. Curly hair like this actually lifts really quickly, so by making sure the hair is wet first, it helps to even out the porosity of the hair and helps control how the lightener lifts. I only let it sit for about 20 minutes each, and it was already to a light enough color where we could deposit both red and purple tones. It's obviously super important to never overprocess hair, but especially with curls, because you want to make sure the curl pattern stays intact. I mixed both colors with a deep conditioner to process, and we were, as usual, obsessed. I'm so excited to show you guys what we did on my sister's hair today. We're transitioning from having split hair dye, so we have to treat each side completely differently. I started by lifting out the rest of what she had on the right side with 10 volume developer, and we were left with a little bit of blue. So in order to make sure the top color was an even purple, I mixed a little bit of extra blue onto the left side formula. And for the rainbows, I used all Pulp Riot neon colors. Whenever I'm doing a rainbow, I like to use all the same color line so it has the same fade. After finishing my application and checking the saturation, we waited 20 minutes and then rinsed with cold water, starting with the purple and then rinsing the rainbows afterwards once the water runs clear. Cold water is important for helping color seal and helps avoid color bleeding. The color came out perfect, and we were so happy with how bright the rainbow is in contrast with the lilac purple. Her hair feels amazing and is super healthy because even though we've been lightening her hair for years, we never ever over process it. Apart from just being careful while processing, we also take really good care of our hair in between sessions, and even here with her natural straight texture, you can see how healthy it is.
I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the
This project was actually from a really long time ago, but I wanted to repost and explain the process since it was so much fun. We started by lightening her really dark level 2 roots until they were about the same level as the pink. After that was lifted enough, I went in for the double process where we applied lightener once more on her roots and included her ends for about 20 more minutes. After we shampooed her hair and air dried it, we then decided on the exact color scheme we're going to work with. We wanted mostly a blue base color so it would easily be able to kick any warm tones. I also always make sure to communicate with my client that once we see how the colors have lifted without over processing, that's when we'll mix up colors and decide on the exact tones. She also wanted to have a lot of different pastel colors flowing throughout, so I decided to do a blue face frame with blue roots and then blend the blue down into the rest of the pastel colors of the rainbow. I took super small diagonal sections to have the maximum dimension and let it process for 20 minutes. I was so in love with this color combination, I needed to show you guys with her natural straight texture and also all dolled up for the photo shoot. Thank you guys so much for 8,000 followers. I love you so much. My client came in with completely virgin hair and wanted to go as close to a silvery white as possible. She also wanted to chop a few inches since her hair had gotten so long over quarantine, so before starting the color I got rid of some excess length. I went in and did a full head of back-to-back slices, painting upwards, leaving about half an inch on the scalp so that I can easily apply a shadow root. When I do a double process, the most important thing I focus on is saturation. When I remove the foils, you never see any dark spots because I make sure the lightener is applied evenly. I let each section process in 10-minute intervals, checking until it's lifted enough to match the inside of a banana peel. I shadowed her root with 789 from Color Touch and glossed her hair with 10 SP from Guy Tang. She looked so beautiful with her new hair.